Okay, I got started recording this really fast. I was just showing you what my mess was. I needed to reorganize this drawer. Again, I had reorganized it recently, but it just wasn't cutting it. I felt like it wasn't functional. I felt like I couldn't reach certain things. So this is me just showing you what was what. And in the end, you'll see the finished product. I'll go through each drawer and show you what I have. But yeah, so far it's just a mess, and I was just sharing that mess with you. Same thing for my easel drawer. I keep my pencils in there, and that was horrific, so that gets cleaned up as well. I have this sewing box, and I used it primarily for my art supplies because I don't really sew, and I just wasn't reaching for these things, and I really wanted that to change. So this was also something that I wanted to just show that I had, and I ended up reorganizing it. In this clip, I am struggling to open this drawer. I was sort of stuck between the camera tripod, and my dog just kept running at my feet. I just couldn't get back there, and I couldn't even open that drawer anyway, so it really wasn't that big of an issue. But I decided I'm gonna try and get it open with this ruler, and it just wasn't really working. And the drawers themselves were heavy. I had things in there that I really wasn't using. I needed to just clean it up and
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the my feelings, I'ma be fine. Need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings, I'ma be fine. Need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Okay, I'm having major footage problems, so hopefully I can import this and get it into the video. We'll see. I wanted to just show what I have after I've organized everything. It's, oh, by the way, it's the next morning. This is like my third time filming this, and we're just gonna do a speed round because I can't do this again. I'll lose my mind. Okay. Up here, paintbrushes. Great. Wonderful. It's not my favorite setup in the world, but it'll do. Planners. Notebooks that I'm currently using. That's that. This drawer right here is kind of like a junk drawer. Pencils and pens that I'm using right now. Medication, wrist guard things. Fun. Stamps. All the stamp things that I need. I started carving stamps a while ago and I need to get back into it. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Diamond painting. If you don't know what diamond painting is, I would be happy to make a video on it, show what I'm working on. Yeah, if you want something like that, let me know. Paint, acrylic, watercolor, and pastel are back here. This is the palette that I use. It's porcelain, I think, and a spray bottle just in case. And I have, obviously, my big Hemi gouache set that I got. I want to do like a month-long painting gouache challenge, hopefully sometime in the future. That's the rest of my paint. I have acrylic, oil, and water mixable oils in there, extra paintbrushes, and my favorite brush cleaner. Also, I have like the little glass things that I use for solvent and water. Moving on. This is my desk. It's my work desk. I was using this as a tripod earlier when I was trying to film. That's the footage that'll never see the light of day. This is my easel. How do I do this? This is my easel. It's somewhat organized. I still have to like figure out the pencils, sharpen them all, quite honestly. I'll probably be doing that later today. Brushes that need to be washed. This is the little easel that I used to put my reference photo on. I painted Megan Fox earlier this week, and that's why that's there. Here is where I keep my here's where I keep my office supplies. So I have like extra staples that I'm constantly using, paper clips, binder clips, extra tape, whiteout erasers, pencil grips, extra kneaded erasers because I'm always using those, charcoal, sharpeners. I have more sharpeners that should go in here. I just can't find them right now. And then I keep my kneaded eraser in this plastic container. It keeps it pretty fresh, so I highly recommend. Blue tack, I use that for putting up any of my paintings, so like that's hung up with blue tack, so is that. And then I have sandpaper that I use to sand my blending stumps when I need to. Next, I have makeup and the pens that I use somewhat frequently. I'm always kind of running out of pink. I use this color for work. And white I use sometimes in my portraits. Blackwing pencils are here. Have other supplies that I use, like little tools, like a hole puncher and things like that. These are the note cards that I have for my novel that I'm writing, so those are in there. The novel in question is underneath the desk, right on top of my printer. Here is all the pens that I have. This collection of pens has been in the works all my life. I didn't just wake up and buy a shit ton of pens. Oops, sorry. I didn't just wake up and buy a bunch of pens. Yeah, I've had these forever. The drawing pencils are new. I did get a really nice set of these graphite pencils for Valentine's Day. So that's what those look like in there. That's just backup. And these are the pencils that I use when I'm traveling. I'll take these. I do have an iPad, but I don't feel comfortable traveling with it yet, so I'll probably use that someday if I need to, outside of the apartment. This is where I keep my armature equipment. So like I have the armature wire, paper towel rolls that I like using. I have these are pretty old. They're like hair curler things. I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna try and use these for armature making, see if it works, and I'll let you guys know. Extra markers. This is like my camera stuff. So I have like a lens cap, little remote, that sort of thing. And then in the next drawer, this is a drawer that I really wanted, specifically for scrapbooking. So I have all the washi tape in here. I accidentally purchased a lot of washi tape from Amazon like last year, and I don't recommend the specific brand that I got. They don't stick quite well, but I'm stuck with it, so I'm gonna just glue it into the scrapbook, and the scrapbook is back there. And this is the stuff that I want to put into it. And then down here I keep my reference photos and my paper cutters. And that's it for that. In here is where I'm going to be keeping the clay stuff, the pottery wheel that I purchased. It's just like a kid's pottery wheel, nothing special. But I'm going to be keeping it. In here is where I'll be keeping the pottery wheel that I purchased a month ago. Along with extra clay back there. You can see I really like the Das modeling clay. Seems to work really well, and I'm a beginner, so you know, I don't mind working with that. And in here I have my apron and the instructions for the pottery wheel. This is just where I'm going to be keeping that stuff for now. Sort of big and bulky, so I didn't want it to be in the way. Over here is where I have the Megan Fox oil painting. I'll probably be reorganizing these shelves eventually. It's just kind of a lot. And I get really overwhelmed. So if you want a video on that, let me know. I don't mind doing it. It's just, I recently did it, but I'm not that happy with it. I keep extra canvas up here and my notebook, so I actually need that. So yeah, I keep extra canvas up here. I'm going to be putting my sketchbooks up here as well, just because they'll be easier to access. And yeah, that's about it.